Part A. Give a short answer to the question. Listen to a question. Answer the question with one word or a few words. For example, when you hear,
"What would a person use to open a locked door?"
you say,
Key.
or,
A key.
Do you swim in a pool or in the mountains?
What do you call a stack of dirty dishes or cups that need to be cleaned?
What are strawberries, grapes, and peaches?
What do you hear if there is a thunderstorm?
does a chef work with food or with machines?
What do we call a person who sells products or services?
What is a small creature with feathers and a beak that dogs like to bark at?
What is the name of the field that studies planets and stars?
Part B. Repeat the sentence. Repeat each sentence that you hear. For example, when you hear,
"My flight was just canceled,"
you say,
My flight was just canceled.
It's great to be back here again.
I came across this email yesterday. I value what you're sharing about that experience.
That's a great suggestion, but let's discuss it with the client first.
All kids younger than 5 years old need to be supervised at all times.
Be sure to lock the door.
That model is currently unavailable.
Can I take this car for a test drive?
Would you mind picking up some more milk when you're at the store, please?
We need to reserve a spot for Larry.
Credit card charges may increase soon.
I can offer you a better option.
Joe sent us a photo of his new home.
He misplaced his employee name tag again.
The gardeners took out my favorite flowers while I was away.
They sent flowers to celebrate the shop's grand reopening.
Part C. Answer a question about a conversation. Listen to two people have a conversation. Then answer a question about the conversation. Answer with a few words or short sentences. For example, you hear,
What time should we leave for the airport?
Let's see. The flight is at 10, so we should leave at 7.
Yes, that sounds right. I'll call for a taxi soon.
When you hear,
What time are they leaving for the airport?
You say,
7.
Or,
At 7 o'clock.
My boss is raising the salary for my position. I can't believe he'd do this when he hasn't fixed my computer yet.
You should tell him that you won't accept the raise until he completes the fix.
Yeah, I should. I need to remind him about that issue again soon.
What does the employee want the boss to do?
Hey, I heard that you were leading a painting workshop at the art studio.
That's right. Every Saturday afternoon, the group is a diverse mix of people with different skill levels and backgrounds. So, it's a bit unpredictable but enjoyable to teach.
That sounds interesting. Maybe I'll join you one day.
Why did the person say that the workshop was unpredictable?
Would you be interested in playing soccer tomorrow morning?
I would, but I have to travel for business for a few days. What about next week?
That works for me. Just give me a call when you're back, and I'll book a field.
What are the speakers organizing?
I wish I had purchased that video game last week. Now, the site says it's unavailable.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Does it mention when it will be available again?
It says about 2 to 4 weeks.
Well, at this point you might as well wait for their end-of-year sale. You could probably get it for half off.
That's a good point. I suppose I'll be waiting no matter what.
Why can't the video game be ordered?
Can you grab me another fork? Mine just fell off the table.
Of course. No problem. I'll bring you a clean fork right away. Do you need anything else? Maybe some extra bread?
No, just a fork.
Where did this conversation happen?
Pardon me. This medium seems to be just right. But I'd like to see how the larger size fits me. Do you have this blue jacket in a size large?
Of course. Can you hold on a moment while I check in the storeroom?
No worries.
Actually, I found a large size in green only. Would you like me to bring it out to you?
No, I'll just take this one right here.
What color is the jacket that the woman will purchase?
Part D. Answer questions about a passage. Listen to a story followed by 3 questions about the story. Answer the questions with a few words or a short sentence.
Sarah walked to the park to enjoy some fresh air. After she had finished her walk, she sat down on a bench. However, when she tried to check her phone, it was dead. She tried charging it multiple times, but it wouldn't turn on. Suddenly, Sarah realized that she had grabbed the wrong charger. It looked the same and was lying right next to hers. She was so embarrassed that she quickly put it away and walked off.
Why did Sarah go to the park? Why wouldn't her phone turn on? How did Sarah feel when she realized the issue?
John was enjoying a coffee at a cafe. Halfway through his drink, he found a bug in his cup. He felt repulsed and quickly called the barista to send his drink back. John didn't want to take the chance of getting the same cup again, just with the bug removed. So, he ordered a fresh coffee. In the new cup, he discovered a cracked lid. John was furious and demanded to speak to the manager.
Why was John disgusted? Why did John order a fresh coffee? What was wrong with the second cup?
Part E. Retell a passage. Listen to a short passage. Then, retell as much of the passage as you can. You will have 30 seconds to answer.
Mark worked late into the evening. When his phone rang in the morning, he accidentally knocked it off the shelf. The phone shattered into several pieces, but Mark quickly fell back to sleep. When Mark finally woke up, he had missed the meeting by an hour.
When Dan woke up, he found a message from his father. Since it was Sunday, his father wanted him to help with chores. First, he wanted Dan to organize the garage and then feed the pets. He also wanted him to wash the car. Dan thought he would rather be out with his friends.
Part F. Give your opinion. Listen to a question about your opinions or ideas. Answer the question with as much detail as you can. You will have 40 seconds to answer.
What are 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of traveling alone?
Do you prefer sweet or spicy snacks? Explain why.